Hi everyone, I'm Francesca from junkjournaljoy. This video is a part of the junkjournaljoy challenge where it's all about scraps. And today we are going to create this tag. I created this tag with the ugly scraps, scraps that I don't like particularly. And this is a result from an happy accident. I was inspired by Bohemian Crafting and Simone, and then something went wrong, and you'll see. So here I have some scraps, ugly scraps. This is papers that I don't really like so much, or that don't match the paper that I used so far. Then I have some fabrics. In this case, I use some thin cotton. For example, this is a cotton towel that I coffee stain. Then I have a bottle of water and a glue stick. And finally, I'm going to use the Big Shot embossing machine from 66. Here I'm cutting some piece of paper, and I use as a template my embossing folder. You can also use some packaging as a base. But this challenge is all about scraps, so I use my ugly scraps. To add the fabric, you can use a glue stick or eventually also the fabric tack or flash bond glue. But in this case, it's also good, the glue stick, because the fabric is very thin. Here I'm adding the fabric on the size that I want to cover, but now there is an happy accident. Because the fabrics don't cover my ugly scraps. So I thought to cover it with some paint. I choose some green color because natural colors is always good on everything. So my advice in these cases are to experiment, because you may not know how good result you can have, especially when occurs some happy accidents like this. Now I'm trying to cover very well every piece of my fabric, but it's not a big problem if there will be some empty spot, because I like the grungy look. Now I'm going to let it dry. Now that it's dry, I can emboss this piece of fabric and paper. As you can see, it's not perfect, especially on the back, but it's not a problem because eventually I'll cover the back. Now I am spray a little water on my piece of fabric on the front and on the back. In this way, the fabric will be more flexible and the embossing thing will be easier. As you can see, the paint reacted a little bit, but it's not a problem. The important thing is to clean our instruments as fast as possible, because the acrylic paint is plastic. If it's dry, it will be a disaster. And this is the result. Of course, I have to let it dry again, but for now, I like it. I really, really like it. Here I'm using another ugly scraps to create the base of my tag. Here I'm using some distress ink, the tea dye ones, and that's because I wanted to the embossing part pop up. We can add some scraps, in this case beautiful scraps, to embellish our tag. We can also mix our scraps with something new. I have a tutorial about this ephemera holder. I will link down below the video. to hold everything together, we can use the stapler. Now I want to try this pencil. It is a black pencil named All-in-One, I think. And this is a special pencil because it's a watercolor based pencil. So now I can sketch something, and then if I add some water or coffee, it will melt. It will create some interesting effect. Now it's dry and I can save in all over the edges, but it's optional. And here is the final result. We can use as it is, as a tag for a friend, for an Apple mail, or in our journal, for example, on the front as an embellishment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!